Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to the Glitched Out Gaming Report for the week of March the 27th. Yes, I know this episode is going up really late. Busy as hell weekend, and probably would have been up earlier today, but after I got off work, I went and saw the new Power Rangers movie, and it was freaking great in my opinion. But anyways, I'm here today. We're going to dive into some more nerdy news. And last week, you might have saw that I posted an update video about this show and the podcast moving forward. That's still in the planning stages. We're just getting a few kinks worked out right now on how we may be approaching the show moving forward in the future. So stay tuned for that, hopefully in the next week or so. Fingers crossed, anyway. But let's dive into the episode here today. I actually don't have notes written down, so do bear with me on that. But let's kick off this show as we kick off every episode of the Glitched Out Gaming Report with what I've been playing. And this past week, the only real thing I've been playing is Horizon Zero Dawn. And man, oh man, that game is fantastic. Actually, I may not do much editing-wise for this episode. I may just throw up a picture of one of the screenshots that I took here. But anyways, loving the game. The combat feels good. The stealth in that game is fantastic. For a game that's open world, the stealth into it, it shouldn't be as good as it is, but it's pretty damn fantastic in my opinion. So, been loving that. I've gotten my ass kicked a few times by some of the larger machines. I haven't been able to take one down yet. But yeah, chipping away at that. I've got Nier Automata now sitting on my shelf. I've got Zero Escape, the non-array games, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Both of those arrived today, so I'll probably be diving into those in the very near future. Try them out anyway sometime over the course of this next week, because next Tuesday, April 4th, it arrives, folks. It arrives. I'm talking about Persona 5. The hype train is almost here. It's about to pull into the station and the fun and games are about to begin. But that's next week, so let's focus this week on the nerdy news. Some good stuff here, folks, this week. First and foremost, we got the April free Xbox Games with Gold. More free games coming at you for you Xbox One and 360 owners. On the Xbox One, all of these technically on the Xbox One, but Rise, Son of Rome will be available April 1st to the 30th. That was one of like the showcase games when the Xbox One released, so it's kind of cool that it's coming out. The Walking Dead Season 2 will be available April 16th to May 15th. Darksiders will be available April 1st to April 15th for the 360. And Assassin's Creed Revelations will be available April 16th to the 30th. So that's some good shit right there, folks. That's some good games right there. Don't know what Darksiders, though. You can get the War Mastered Edition on the newer consoles with updated shit, but cool. Yeah, so that's a good list. Moving on to our next news story. We got some E3 news, folks. It's starting to happen. But the EA Play Games lineup has been announced. And what's going to be there, folks? Well, the upcoming Star Wars Battlefront sequel will be playable for fans attending EA Play this year, as will FIFA 18, NBA Live 18, Madden NFL 18, and the new entry in the Need for Speed series. New unannounced games will be revealed during the EA Play. Could also be available at the event, though no such plans have been revealed. This is cool! We're going to get the new Battlefront game, hopefully this time with a single-player campaign. I think that's been all but 100% confirmed. So that's cool. That's going to be awesome. Can't wait. We got the E3 news starting to flood in now, folks, which means we can get on that hype train and continue, or well, to be optimistic anyway. Next up, it's time for some Japan news. Y'all know I like to talk about some Japan news. Well, Atlas today, or on the 26th on Sunday, announced a new Etran Mystery Dungeon game and Shin Megami Tensei games for the 3DS. During Atlas's new title announcement special Spring 2017 live stream, the company unveiled 2 new games for the 3DS and shared an update teaser for Shin Megami Tensei for the Nintendo Switch. As reported by Gamitsu, Atlas announced Shin Megami Tensei Deep Strange Journey for the 3DS, which will release in Japan this fall. The title is an enhanced version of the 2009 DS game Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey, and features a new character named Alex and a new ending route, as well as various elements brushed up for the 3DS. So that's cool. I never played that game, but I heard really good things about it. And they also revealed Etran Mystery Dungeon 2 for the 3DS, which, as reported by Gamitsu, will release in Japan on August 31st. The Spike Chunsoft developed sequel will feature classes from the first game, as well as several new ones, like Pirate, Monk, Farmer, and Alchemist. So that is cool, and they, like I said, they revealed a new teaser for the unannounced Shin Megami Tensei game. My words, they all mix together and mold together. Additionally, Atlas revealed an updated teaser for the recently announced Shin Megami Tensei for Nintendo Switch. While the trailer is virtually identical to the one shown back in January, it contains a few extra seconds of new footage. A screenshot of what you can find below. Yeah, it's not much, folks. It's like a cloud. So yeah. Details on the upcoming Switch game remain few and far between. According to Atlas USA, there's no word yet on the game will be localized for the West, but a formal announcement will be made later for this title if a localization gets confirmed. In the meantime, you can check out the official teaser site for the forthcoming HD project. So cool! More Atlas games, more Shin Megami Tensei. Goodness! Oh my goodness gracious. And speaking about new reveals and officially release reveals, Bungie officially revealed Destiny 2 Electric Boogaloo. No, it's not titled that, but it should be, as with any game that has a 2 in the title. So pretty much they just put out a logo on their official Destiny Twitter account. Destiny with a big 2 in the background, with what looks like the main city up in flames, or parts of it anyway. So there you go. The game, our Activision Publishing CEO Eric Heichenberg shared an update on the sequel's progress earlier in the year, saying development is going great and it is indeed on track for release this fall. The publisher also said that Destiny 2 will deliver a great cinematic story. Please do this time, because you forgot it in the first game. And I know a lot of people out there love the game. Massive respect to you guys. I fell into the category of it disappointed the ever-loving hell out of me. I was really excited for this game. Really excited. And yeah, it just let me down so badly. So badly. But anyways, cool. That's awesome that Destiny 2 is going to release. And finally, a 5th and extra news story this week. We only usually do 4, but I just saw the PlayStation blog post this. Valkyria Revolution deploys to the Americas on June 27th. That's right, we are getting the new Valkyria Revolution, or Valkyria game, in June 27th, 3 days before the release of the Crash Bandicoot Remastered trilogy. And between the two, I'm going for Valkyria Revolution, because you want to know why? It's going to release for both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita. Gotta love them Vita games. Unfortunately, there will not be a physical Vita copy, which hurts me so much. But there will be a special edition, I think. We got one more thing. Loyal soldiers are always rewarded for their service. So pre-orders and limited launch copies of the physical PS4 game will come packaged as the Valkyria Revolution Vanguard edition in the Americas. This special edition comes with a bold pin inscribed with the Vanguard's ferocious coat of arms, a 12-track soundtrack by the extremely talented Yoshinori Mitsuda, who did Chrono Trigger and Stellar Glow, and stunning outer box. Quantities are limited, so grab your copy of the Vanguard edition on the double. Make some trouble. So that is cool. And folks, that leads us into our topic of the week. This is the final glitched out before a new month, so it's time to do the games of April. Alright, I'm going to quickly run down through this list, folks. On the 4th, we have Drawn to Death for the PlayStation 4 and, most importantly, Persona 5 for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. On the 7th, we have Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One. Ooh, well, fight back from some hot chocolate I had earlier. Sorry about that, folks. On the 11th, we have Starblood Arena for the PlayStation VR. And Yooka-Laylee for Windows, Mac, PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. On the 18th, we have Full Throttle Remastered for Windows, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation Vita. And the Silver Case for PlayStation 4. On the 21st, we have Micro Machines World Series for the Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. I don't know why I say the Windows. On the 25th, we have Dragon Quest Heroes 2 for the PlayStation 4, Outlast 2 for Windows, Mac, PC, and Windows, Mac, PS4, and Xbox One. Pinstripe for Windows and iOS. Puyo Puyo Tetris for the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 4. Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One. And Siberia 3 for Windows, Mac, PS4, and Xbox One. On the 27th, we have Expeditions Vikings for Windows. Psychopath Mandatory Happiness gets its Windows release. And Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 3 for Windows. On the 28th, we have Little Nightmares for Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. Can't do it right now. Okay, my fingers are gone dead. And Constructor HD for Windows, PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. And finally, under the to be announced, we have Don't Knock Twice for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One. And folks, this year, it continues just to pound in, There's a lot of good games coming out that month. Persona 5, Yooka-Laylee, the return of the 3D platformer, Full Throttle Remastered, one of the great adventure games in history, Dragon Quest Heroes 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, fucking awesome right there, another Nintendo Switch game to get hyped for if you never owned a Wii U. So yeah, lots of good stuff there, folks. I'm very interested to hear what you're looking forward to. For me personally, Persona 5, and I'll be playing Drawn to Death as well, I'm sure, because it's going to be free from PlayStation Plus. Lots of good shit. Lots and lots of good games, folks. It's a good year, as we talked about on the last episode of the Glitched Out Gaming Report. Alright, so with that, folks, that is going... Wow, this is a record-setting episode. Gotta get it done fast to get it out, right? That's right. Okay, so with that, folks, it's time for the recommendation of the week. And my pick of the week. Recommendation of the week, folks. I'm going with a PS2 game, if you can find it, because it hasn't released on the PlayStation 3 or the PS2 Classic, or the PlayStation 4 as a PS2 Classic, which it should. But Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. I think I got that name right. Yeah, the third-person shooter with Vincent Valentine. That one, Crisis Core. That was Crisis Core, right? Or am I mistaking it for the PSP game? Either way, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, whichever one it was, PSP game or the PlayStation 2 shooter. I am so tired right now. Being up since 5 a.m. and now 7:20. It's been a very long day, so do forgive me. As for my pick of the week of what's coming out this week, oh boy, folks, this is a big week. We got the Kingdom Hearts HD 1.2, 1.5 and 2.5 HD remix. I could go with that. I could go with Parappa the Rappa Remastered. Of course, I'm going with Kingdom Hearts because that game is fucking great. We've also got Sultan Sanctuary coming out on the Vita this week. That's awesome. Old Time Hockey is out this week. That looks cool. Lots of good games again this week, folks, so a lot to look forward to. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of the Glitched Out Gaming Report. Maybe next time you see me, we'll be doing the Glitched Out Gaming Podcast. And on the next episode, you can look forward to the usual quarter recap where we look back at the first 3 months of the year, go over what the highest rated games were, spoiler, Zelda, and what our favorites were and whatnot. So until then, I have been Lord X, you have been awesome, do forgive me for the short and late going up episode, and I am glitching out.